Happy July 1st, everyone. Please mind the sound of the fireworks. There are some people here in New Jersey that think it is the 4th of July already, but no problem. Going to be diving into some New York Islanders free agency. Obviously, you see the hat. I have got a couple of things to say to Lou Lamoriello today. He got very busy bringing back 4 Islanders players, 3 of which were free agents, and 1 of which I will touch on pretty soon was not. But the first player I will touch on is Pierre Engvall, a 7-year deal worth $21 million. Going to be paying him $3 million per season. I don't think it's a terrible deal personally. Obviously, you will see over the course of this video that Lamoriello prioritized term over AAV, so giving these longer deals at would, in theory, bring down the average cost per season. And again, Engvall, I think he fit in really nicely with Brock Nelson and Kyle Palmieri on the second line. And as we've seen, the Islanders, flamed out in the first round against Carolina, a lot of which had to do with their new acquisitions. It was still a team that was coming together, wasn't fully, gelled in terms of chemistry and playing with one another. But I like the return of Engvall. I think it will age well, especially if the cap jumps up. But the second player I will jump into is Scott Mayfield. I, for one, love the guy. I think Scott Mayfield's had a great career as an Islander. Really was important to going to back-to-back conference finals a couple years ago, but I would not pay a guy who is on the wrong side of 30, a 7-year deal, $3.5 million per season to be a third pairing defenseman. He plays a physical style. He's a stay-at-home guy. Obviously, he gets respect from the fans for his physical play, and I have a lot of respect for him too. He is not afraid to put his body on the line, blocks a bunch of shots. Obviously did not have the best year this season, did regress a little on the penalty kill, did seemingly lose a little bit of foot speed, but again, it seems like Lou has kind of paid these guys for what they have done. Maybe not as much what they will be in the next few years, but they have security. They are going to be running it back for this next season. But with that in mind, the third player I am going to go into is Semyon Varlamov. Lou brought him back on a 4-year deal, I believe, worth $11 million. And the thing about backup goalies is they are only important when the starter is gone. If not, they are not very important. But again, if the starter is gone, they become very important. So again, Lou paid $2.7 million per season for a guy who will probably start 25, 30 games at most this season, unless there is some real serious injury concerns. And again, Varley's been very good as an Islander, has been able to kind of prolong his career with Pierre Greco and Mitch Korn. And again, very good stats, save percentage, goals against, still above the average. And I'm sure teams were willing to pay $3 million per season and up. But he decided to prioritize some long-term security and term with this deal. And the last but not least is Ilya Sorokin, the Vezina runner-up, signs a 8-year deal worth $66 million, will not start until 2024, still has 1 year left on this bridge deal to go through, and people, look, he is one of the best goalies in hockey right now. You cannot debate that, but in 5 years, even in 4 years, how is this going to look? I really don't know, because the guy he's going to be 29 when the deal starts. And again, we've seen one of the big reasons Sorokin is such a great goalie is his athleticism. That's one of the reasons he's able to make these acrobatic saves. Really, the puck has no chance to really stay out, but because Sorokin's there, he's able to keep it out. And again, with all of these deals, I am just hoping these guys can stay healthy and kind of stay as close to the value we've seen out of them as possible. Hope that they age well. And again, Lou should really try and find a way to either bring Alex DeBrincat to the island or a power play quarterback defenseman, because if not, I have some serious words. Again, the jury for now is out. Not the best signs moving forward, but I'm going to give these guys the benefit of the doubt because this group made the playoffs last year. You can gamble that maybe the first full season with this group together, maybe they improve that points total. Maybe they are just a wild card team. They're able to kind of jump up out of that. But until then, we need to see how things go. NHL free agency still only day one. You're going to hear a lot more out of me and a lot more out of the Vendetta NHL team. Stay posted.